So continuing on with the green plant, spirulina is good, chlorella is good, alfalfa is good, moringa is good. Those are 4 green plants that are really good for detoxifying the body. All of them are going to clean the blood. Anything that cleans the blood is also excellent, because what cleans the blood cleans the tissues, which cleans the cleans the cells, which cleans the tissues, which cleans the organs. So that's critical. Um, because that's what's gonna, that's the measure of health. So anything that cleans the blood is good. The green plants, a lot of them, most of them help clean the blood. Some of them are really good at it. The liquid chlorophyll is really good at cleaning the blood. Chlorella also contains like the highest concentration of like what would be considered plant DNA. So that's a very, very good thing. Moringa has a lot of nutrients. Spirulina has a lot of nutrients. Spirulina is good, especially for brain function. Like all those good. You can't lose those. Spirulina, chlorella, alfalfa, moringa. You also want to make sure, um, you can also get into some other herbs and other spices that will help. Um, Man, off the top of my head, you could do your cayenne pepper is good. Um, dandelions are good. Let's see. Um, Golden seal, echinacea are good. Ginkgo biloba is good. Gotu kola is good. Um, there's a lot. There's a lot. Aloe vera is very good. There's a lot. There's a lot that are good, and a lot of them have different emphases as far as what they're good at. So you just gotta look that stuff up. You gotta look that stuff up. But there's an herb for everything. So definitely in your journey of detoxing and fasting, make sure you dive into the world of the herbs and the plants, because those are going to help you on your journey. Let me see. Uh, Smoothies, liquids, salads. Smoothies are good to help help you get through the process. Fasting and detoxing are processes that you need a high level of discipline to maintain. Don't get it twisted. Everybody that's ever tried it knows it. You have to have a high level of discipline, because temptations are going to come, and it's about holding steady to your goal. Um, and so, in that same vein, smoothies help out a lot. Because you can just, a fruit smoothie is a good, way to deter that hunger and get something that's kind of tasty. So it's high discipline, and the discipline is a key part of the fasting and the detoxing, because that's when you start to get into your mental and spiritual benefits. So all these effects that I'm talking about for the most point up to this point have been physical benefits, but there are many spiritual and mental and emotional benefits to fasting and detoxing as well. You will think clearer, because you have to remember that your body is about electromagnetism. So it's about the transfer of electromagnetism throughout your central nervous system that makes your body function. That leads to how well you function as an organism, how well you can think of something, how well you can react to something, the quality of your thoughts, how well you're able to balance yourself. Um, all these things are interconnected. All these things are interconnected. And so the discipline that you get physically from doing a fast can transfer over into the spiritual realm, where you contain a spiritual discipline, and it can help you with your mental discipline, because it's like you're conditioning yourself on all these levels, so you can use the benefits on all these levels. You condition yourself physically, you condition yourself mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and discipline yourself on all these levels, and then therefore you can use the benefits on all these levels. Also, detoxing bad foods. You're an electromagnetic organism vibrating on a certain frequency. Everything vibrates, and it's about resonance. So in order to get the high frequency energy, you want high frequency energy, which is what you really want to get at. So in order to do that, you have to be able to receive it, and in order to receive it, your physical vessel has to be equipped and clean enough in order to process those energies. it'd be the equivalent of, say you got all the power in the world in this generator, right? You got this big state-of-the-art generator that can produce a cajillion kilowatts in every second, right? But if all you got is a 30-watt light bulb, not only are you not going to be able to make use of that generator, but you're probably going to blow that light bulb out, right? So that's what's happening to us. We literally have an infinite amount of energy that ranges from low to high on the entire frequency of energy, that is at our disposal, that we are immersed in, that we are actually sitting in. And it runs through us and around us and everywhere and is immersed in everything. But we are only able to access the frequencies of energy that our physical vessel can do something with, that our physical vessel can assimilate. And so if you eat a lot of junky foods, if you're carrying a low vibration, you eat a lot of meat, you eat a lot of processed foods, then you're going to carry a low vibration. You're going to be able to assimilate a low amount of energy. And, you know, you're not going to be your best self. You're not going to be your best self. You start clearing out the toxins, then your body is able to accept and make use of the higher frequency energies. It can do it now. It's like, oh, okay. You know, now I can work with these other higher frequency levels of energies, and then your capabilities increase. Your actual capabilities increase. Your physical, mental, emotional, spiritual capabilities increase. Literally. I don't know if I explained that well, but hopefully I did. Let me see if I can try to say that another way, a little more clearly and concisely. All right, I might come back to that one. All right, so I guess one last thing that I wanted to say about the detoxing and the fasting, maybe not one last thing. Meat eater versus not meat eater. We're just real quick. All right, so we're not human beings are not designed to eat meat. Obviously, one, is not right on any moral level. We already talked about that. You wouldn't want to get eaten up by a superior so-called race or species, especially if they didn't need it. I understand kill or be killed if you're a carnivore, if you have to hunt to eat. I understand that. Nature does that all the time. But we are not carnivores. We don't need to hunt to eat. We don't need meat to live. So therefore, it's wrong to kill to take it, because you wouldn't want it done to you, and that's the weight. That's how you know if it's right or wrong. Would you want it done to you? And that's an obvious no. So that means it's wrong. That's first off, but we'll let that slide. We're actually the universe isn't gonna let it slide, but we're not gonna make that the topic of this discussion. But what we will say is that you're not even designed to eat meat. Like, your body is not even equipped to eat meat. One, your teeth in your jaw are not designed to eat meat. Carnivores have sharp teeth to rip flesh, and we have flat teeth, which is, in the animal kingdom, flat teeth are used to grind seeds together, and to deal with plants and things of that nature. So that's that. And then also our digestive system. So this one, so I'm saying is physiologically, biologically, we're not designed to eat meat. Our digestive system is also that of an omnivore, which basically not designed to eat meat, but we can eat grains, we can eat fruits, vegetables, things of that nature. Our digestive system is long. Like, if you took the digestive tract out, it's like long. A carnivore's digestive tract is short, so the meat can come in, pop out, straight through. Because you don't want meat sitting in your body, or else it's going to rot. And rotting meat produces acid, it produces mucus, it produces all kinds of dysfunction. And that's literally what we have every time we eat meat, because your body can't break it down in time to get rid of it. So that's why you see when people die, they clear out the intestines, and they got meat backed up in there from like 7-8 years, maybe even a lifetime ago, who knows. Or even when you get a colonic, you get a colonic, stuff comes out looking black, it looks like stuff's been in there for it's been in there for years, because literally your body can't break it down. It doesn't have time to break it down. Your we are taking in so many toxins, we don't even give our body time to break it down. So yeah, we're not designed to eat meat. So that's just a heads up on that. I mean, I still dabble in fish, to be honest with you. So I can't, I'm not speaking for the pedestal. It's just that I know I know that's wrong. I know that I'm not supposed to be doing that. But we all got our battles. So one day it'll be nothing but straight raw foods. We'll get there. But the point of that was that even biologically, we're not supposed to be eating meat. And so when you're detoxing, you definitely don't want to eat meat because meat takes a long time to break down. And it's not going to help you in any way detox. Meat is only going to increase more toxins into your body. Processed food increases toxins into your body. Sugar brings a lot of toxins into the body. Refined sugar is the devil. Let's see. Got a few more minutes. Is there anything else I want to touch on with the detoxing and the balance? Oh, and the fasting. Make sure you balance yourself out. Like I said, some days, like sometimes I'll do so some weeks it'll be like, okay, I'm not gonna eat any fish this week. It'll just be straight grains. Sometimes I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna eat all raw foods this week. Like sometimes it's just gonna be, I'm just gonna, do it all liquid for like 3 or 4 days. Just do what works for you. And it's really about building up that balance, because what you want to do ultimately is build the discipline and the habit. You want your eating routine to be filled with healthy habits, so that way all this stuff is self-correcting. If you have to find yourself going on diets a lot, going on fasts a lot, doing a lot of detoxes, that means that your regular eating habits are not up to par. Because if your regular eating habits are up to par, you don't have to detox as much. You don't have to fast as much, because you're already, doing the things you need to do in order to get rid of them. So really, really creating healthy habits is what's important, more than anything, and balancing yourself out with that. Anything else about the detoxing and the fasting before this video is over? Let me see. Oh, I can't wait to get that economics video. Okay, but let's focus on this for now. Let me see. Detoxing and fasting. Do it healthy. Listen to your body. Listen to your body. Your body will communicate things with you and tell you what's right, what's good for it and what's not good for it. And it will give subtle hints, and then it will give not so subtle hints. So make sure you're paying attention to your body. Let me see. So even as you're detoxing, you may have a lot of plaque built up, in your different organs or whatever. So you gotta get into the things that help break up that plaque. Lemon water is good. Actually, the acidic stuff is good for breaking up plaque, because for obvious reasons. Which again, you don't want to OD on that. But the plaque is good to break up, and we talked about the colonic earlier. That's a way to get a good flush out and kind of start from scratch. I think that's probably it. Oh, get into your yoga. Yoga's good. I missed the whole part about yoga. So when I was talking about the breathing, breathing and stretching is also important. Of course, breathing and stretching together is a part of yoga. Get into your yoga, man. You got to breathe and you got to stretch out, because again, you're an electromagnetic organism, that is designed around energy circulation. In the yoga, especially, make sure that spinal cord is stretched out. The yoga is good while you're detoxing and while you're fasting, because it'll help keep your energy levels balanced, and it'll make the best use of the new benefits that come with these processes. You'll be able to capitalize on what you're doing if you incorporate the breathing and the stretching and the yoga into it. So do the yoga. Other than that, man, not too much more. Take care of yourselves. It's an important time to be healthy. You gotta have health in the human body. It's just mandatory. It's just mandatory. You got to do it for mental, emotional, spiritual, and physical reasons. All the above. So take care of yourselves. Watch what you put in it, because you are what you eat, and you're gonna, you can either live or die with the food you put in your body. All right, the spirits is high in here tonight, so we definitely gonna manifest this economics video. It's about that time, so let's do it.